What's trending today on CRN Digital Talk Radio? I am Jennifer Horn. Lonely as a... Should I be lonely as? I'm lonely as the last egg in the carton, perhaps. Maybe that's right. My buddy, my friend, and my partner here, Brian Whitman, is out on assignment today. He actually, producer Matt, doing some great work for Toys for Tots, which is an organization that collects unwrapped toys for kids and teenagers. You can donate gift cards. You can donate all types of toys. And then they give them out within the communities in which you live. So it's really great because it means that your money's actually being put to work in your local community, which I really like a lot. It's kind of hard when you just stick some money into an envelope and send it to a charity and you don't really see where it is, where it goes. You can't really track it. So kind of nice for organizations like Toys for Tots where you can actually see your money and donations at work. So Brian Whitman hanging out with those guys today, collecting toys since we have officially started the holiday season. It's like a marathon now till we get to Christmas and Hanukkah and all the good fun that we have in the last month of the year. I personally do not know where this year went. I feel like I just put down my Christmas decorations and now whammo, last weekend I spent the weekend putting them back up again, and literally I felt like I had just taken them down. So lots of stuff going on today. We're going to tell you all about what's trending. That's the beauty of this program. We tell you the best of what's been going on Facebook and Twitter all week long and report on it, give you a little commentary, make you laugh a little bit, hopefully along the way. Today we've got Bill Cosby news. He is all over the place. We've got Mark Wahlberg in the news, new Secretary of Defense being named, Orion. We're even going to talk the space program today. That's how cool this show is. And we have the Grammy nominations. And producer Matt has been busily working on a mishmash. It's a surprise, really, but I'm going to give you a sneak peek. Like a mishmash of the best songs of 2014. Is that right, Matt? That's right. Okay, he's giving me the thumbs up. Cat got your tongue today, Matt?
I am so swamped.
He gives me the thumbs up like, hey, yeah. It's okay. Don't worry. Your mishmash will be perfect. It will be the newest thing sweeping YouTube. I can tell you already. All right. I don't know if you guys did a little shopping, but I did. I took full advantage of Cyber Monday. I even did some online shopping on Black Friday. And apparently the story is that a lot of you joined me in that mission because Cyber Monday sales were totaled up to be the biggest e-commerce day ever, past the 2 billion mark. These record-breaking figures come as a very welcome relief for retailers after the news that the sales over Thanksgiving weekend were a bust. So Black Friday, not so great. Cyber Monday, awesome. E-commerce sales on the Monday after Thanksgiving hit $2.4 billion. That's up 17% compared to a year ago. According to analytics, that's Score.com does these analytics, making it the biggest online shopping day ever and the first to surpass 2 billion in sales. I've got a confession to make. I have done every stitch of my holiday shopping. Like, it's all done. I'm done. I'm one of those gross people that tried to do it before the middle of December. And I did it all online. Every single bit of it online. And you know what? It's great. And I have a theory here. I think people are sick of all the get out and leave your family on Thanksgiving and go wait in line at 5 o'clock in the morning. I think they want to be at home enjoying their holiday, but still want to take advantage of those sales. And that's what makes Cyber Monday so beautiful, because you can do it from your couch and still chat with Grandpa. It's perfect. All right, lots more What's Trending today up ahead on CRN Digital Talk Radio.
So we're going to talk about Dandy Don's Ice Cream Sundae Bar in a Box. The Sundae Bar in a Box is $149.95. What that is 25 ice cream sundaes and all the toppings, all shipped to you with dry ice overnight. And you can have your own sundae bar. 25 scoops of ice cream, and you choose the flavors. 10 toppings, which is hot fudge, hot caramel, strawberry, marshmallow, whipped cream, stem cherries, rainbow sprinkles, chocolate sprinkles, peanuts, almonds, M&Ms, Oreos, granola, chopped up sugar cones. How do you get it? You go online to dandydons.com, DANDYDONS.com, and click on ice cream sundae bars. Like I said, you can pick your own ice cream flavors. choose your own ice cream flavors. And what does it cost? $149.95 plus shipping. Go to dandydons.com and order it. DANDYDONS, Dandy Don's homemade ice cream. Bye.
What's trending today on CRN Digital Talk Radio. I'm Jennifer Horn, in for, well, actually always here, but my buddy Brian Whitman out on assignment helping out Toys for Tots today. So I'm holding down the fort. Producer Matt Bassant's there with me, playing the music. He's kind of like my DJ. You know, I think how Ellen has her own DJ and Ellen dances and stuff. Can I chair dance and you be my DJ, Matt? I think that's what we're going to do.
I think I can do that.
You think so? What's your name? DJ M. Bizzle or something?
I like Mbizzle.
Do you like that?
Mbizzle. I feel like I'm going to be bedazzled with Mbizzle.
And you're kind of like invisibly dazzly. I like it.
I'll take it.
DJ M. Bizzle behind the, what do you sit behind now?
I don't know.
In the DJ booth, like when I was young and happening, I'm still young and happening. Hello.
Hello.
But, like, I don't know, 10 years ago when I would go to Vegas, it would be like the DJ booth, but I don't know if that's what they even call it anymore.
That's kind of what it is.
Is it? I need to go dancing. Can you take me dancing? It'll be like bring your mom to the club day.
Yeah, see, you're young and hip. I feel old already.
That's true. Actually,
I don't want to break a hip.
You know what? I do actually think I might be, at least in feelings, younger than you, Maddie. All right, so lots of stuff going on this week. Legendary Marilyn Monroe. Wow, this is a really cool thing. The iconic bombshell. Well, her intimate letters and property, including this, I don't know if you guys had a chance to read it, but this heartbreaking letter from her soon-to-be ex-husband, Joe DiMaggio, that guy, baseball great Joe DiMaggio. Those are all starting an auction this weekend. It takes place at Julian's Auctions in Beverly Hills as part of the Lost Archive of Marilyn Monroe collection. Some of the letters in the archive are dated back to 1956. Of course, all this stuff has to be old because poor Marilyn, she's been gone a long time. Also in the news today, President Obama has made some big announcements. Chuck Hagel, of course, on his way out of town, out of D.C., and President Obama announced his replacement for Chuck Hagel. It looks like it's going to be Ashton Carter. According to Josh Earnest, the president is going to announce himself who the nominee is, and it appears that all money is on Ashton Carter. Now, I thought he took over for Charlie Sheen on 2.5 Men, Matt. Is that a different one? Is that a different Ashton?
That's a different one.
All I know is if your name is Ashton, you have to replace somebody as something. I think that's a rule in the baby name book.
Is that show still popular?
2.5. It's in their last season now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's winding down. If they could get Charlie Sheen to come back, it would make it all worthwhile.
I think so, but I don't think he'd do it.
In like a ghost, as a ghost or something.
Wasn't there a rumor that he was supposed to come back?
Yeah, I think they were trying to get him. It's just not clear whether they all like each other enough to make that happen. The thing with President Obama and Chuck Hagel, it's interesting to see how another defense secretary is probably going to leave the administration a little disillusioned. And I'm referencing, of course, Leon Panetta, who just put out a real tell-all book that was not very favorable to President Obama and his staffers. And it makes me wonder, when somebody wants to leave, when you don't get along with somebody, that's understandable. It happens every day. Maybe you just can't work together. Okay, so Chuck Hagel gets out. But don't you, as President Obama, think maybe I should hand this guy like a year's supply of Campbell's soup or, some sort of parting gift? Because if not, I guarantee you in a year or so, Chuck Hagel is going to write a nice little book. And, that affects the whole outcome of the Democratic Party. I mean, that's got implications for everybody. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Also trending this week, Starbucks. It's going to give Seattle a little extra shot of espresso. Starbucks is opening what's called the Reserve Roastery and Tasting Room. It's a 15,000 square foot facility that's going to feature artisan foods and coffees. You can sit there and do tastings, kind of like going to wine tasting, I guess, without the buzz.
I swear to God, I just saw Courtney run out of the building.
I know. Our Starbucks lady. She hears the S word, she's out. She's headed to Seattle. And good news for people that are in the workforce, which, you and I, Matt, here we sit.
This is a workforce?
Kind of.
Oh, God, what have I been doing?
Labor Department's payrolls reports were expected to show 220 25,000 payroll gains by businesses, as well as federal, state, and local governments in November. Unemployment rate was forecast to hold steady at 5.8%. So those are some of the things trending today. Now, of course, all week long, Matt, and I don't know, as a young buck like you are, I don't know how much you've been following this, but I'm interested to get your perspective.
Okay.
There have been protests, of course, last week in Ferguson over the death of Michael Brown, and this week, not just in New York, which is where the incident happened, but in Oakland and back in St. Louis again and Chicago, there have been marches across the United States protesting the death of Eric Garner in New York City. Here's what happened. He was out selling like some cigarettes or something on the street. Police officer came up to him. Things escalated. Eric Garner was resisting arrest. After the escalation, the police officer put him into a chokehold. The victim, Eric, said that he couldn't breathe. He was, trying to get his air, and he told the police officer, "I can't breathe." The police officer continued with, what seems to be this chokehold, and it resulted ultimately in the death of Eric Garner, who was an asthmatic. Now, not to not be nice and sympathetic, as a good girl should.
Yeah.
But last time I checked, if you can talk when you're choking, you're still getting oxygen.
Well, the thing is, you can talk with the amount of air you have in your lungs, but that doesn't mean you can't take any in.
Look at you, all doctory science.
I wouldn't know a thing about it.
But these protests continue to rage on. And, Bill de Blasio, the mayor of New York City, went on and did a press conference talking about how procedure needs to change. And I think what needs to change more is respect. And I want to see what you think about this, Matt, because it's not my typical perspective. I'm very straight and narrow, follow the line, follow the law, give respect to the police officers out there because I think they deserve it. But I also feel like there is a community that, you can't deny that there's a huge segment of the population, not just a community, a huge segment of the population that has distrust of the police. And I think what we need to start looking at is maybe adding something to the Miranda rights, saying, you may not agree with this arrest right now, but you're going to have a chance to plead your case in front of the judge. Because what's happening is these people start resisting arrest, like Michael Brown, like Eric Garner. The police are then forced through their training to take these people down and bring them in.
Let me say this. The whole Michael Brown thing, I cited on the jury with, there's so many conflicting stories, and, I don't blame them for not...
a lot of made-up testimony.
Indicting, what was his name, Darren Wilson?
Yes.
Yeah. But... this Eric Garner thing, it is so clear, so evident that he was, in my opinion, killed. He was killed, and I've read reports from the coroner. He was murdered. That's what they said. There's a video showing it, and you get the same outcome, at least with the Michael Brown thing. There was, some amount of, we don't really know, but this, seriously?
Right. Well,
Seriously?
But there's a key here, Matt. He was resisting arrest. So what happens after someone resists arrest is the police click on their training and they go through the training. So I think what was the question here was, this guy died. Tragically, sadly, he died. But did the police do anything out of line as far as their training goes? He followed his training, and as a result, this man happened to die during it.
Just because it's training doesn't make it right.
Well, but it's what they're trained to do. You have to abide by this law. This is what's set out. I think that there has to be respect on both sides. I think the problem lies in this resisting arrest. I think if you can actually say, okay, maybe I don't want to be arrested, maybe I don't agree with what these charges are, but if we can add something in where at the point police know how to, instead of just escalating things so much, because I believe the police escalate it too, you say, let's talk about this later when cooler heads prevail. I'm taking you in, let's do it there, because this whole thing is ridiculous and it's causing major issues. I understand why there are huge segments of the population that feel like they can't trust law enforcement. I think if you looked at changing some of this around, you'd actually have both police and citizens showing a little more respect to each other, and hopefully that would help. All right, up ahead, Grammy nominations, celebrity news, Bill Cosby. It's what's trending today.
Kaanapali Beach Hotel, Maui's Hawaiian Hotel. Located in the heart of Maui's premier resort, Ka'anapali Beach Hotel is officially recognized as Hawaii's most Hawaiian hotel and the #1 best value in Hawaii. With a range of accommodations and affordable dining options, this is the ideal setting to turn Hawaiian dreams into lifelong memories. Live Hawaiian entertainment every evening, free year-round children's programs, weekly arts and crafts fairs, welcome breakfast, and departure kukui lei ceremonies add to the value. Swim in the whale-shaped pool. Indulge in the fabulous spa and hotel salon. Enjoy Hawaiian hospitality at its best at the Ka'anapali Beach Hotel. Call 800-262-8450 or go to kbhmaui.com. That's kbhmaui.com. Aloha.
Ka'anapali Beach Hotel, Maui's Hawaiian Hotel.
There's no better way to say I love you. I'm thankful you're in my life. I'm glad to be with you. I'm thinking about you, or I miss you. Then with a spectacular flower arrangement from ProFlowers.com. A gorgeous fresh flower arrangement is a must to dress up every birthday, holiday, or anniversary. As a special treat for you, your beautiful flowers start at an amazing low price of $19.99. And ProFlowers.com will include a free vase with floral orders. Imagine a beautiful bouquet of 100 blooms for only $19.99, with a free vase included. Every festive bouquet is guaranteed to last at least 7 days. Tell your loved ones you're thinking of them with flowers. Go to proflowers.com/radio and enter your code to receive this special offer. Enter code DAISY. That's proflowers.com/radio, code DAISY. Send a bouquet they'll never forget from proflowers.com/radio, code DAISY.
Hey, do you have an old customer classic car you're afraid to drive and enjoy? Well, bring that classic up to 2014 standards with BS Industries Incorporated. BS Industries is an award-winning Los Angeles-based company that designs and builds customs and hot rods of every conceivable form. BS Industries keeps a full range of service in-house that allows limitless creativity and attention to the personal desires of the client. Bodie Stroud is best known for sleek custom builds and puts his clients behind the wheel of their dreams. BS Industries specializes in metal fabrication, electrical work, suspension, exhaust systems, paint, upholstery. BS Industries can make your custom restoration or hot rod the ride of your dreams. Learn what Tim Allen, Johnny Depp, and Jay Leno know. Bodie Stroud can take your old car and make it your drive of pride and passion. Call BS Industries today at 818-768-7602, 818-768-7602, or go to BodieStroud.com, BODIESTROUD.com.
Do what you wanna do. You can do what you wanna do. It's all inside of you. Can't stop, won't stop moving. Don't speak the language. Music. Don't need explaining. I know that in the morning now. It's gonna be alright. I keep proving. Do I have to tell you? It's music. It's beautiful too. All I really need to understand is I'll be alright. Because you know I'm all about that.
It is what's trending today on CRN Digital Talk Radio.
You ain't got to tell me now. Because you know I'm all about that.
This is the What's Trending mix-up of the top hits of 2014. Is that right, Matt? Now, this is DJ Earworm that put this together. But you've been pretty hard working on getting this ready to go for us to use here.
Everything fell apart as I was working on it.
All right, so these are all the songs that really trended this year, all put into one song. I like it. It's actually a pretty cool piece.
Yeah, I was playing it for Courtney, and she's like, oh, that's a one-time listen. Are you crazy?
No, I love it. It's really cool.
She's gonna hit me.
What's really fun is that it's got, here's who I recognize. Maroon 5.
Yeah.
Meghan Trainor.
Yep.
Taylor Swift.
Yep.
Iggy Azalea.
Yep.
The rest of it?
Katy Perry.
Oh, I didn't even hear her in there.
Juicy J, all those.
Juicy. Who's Juicy J?
He did Dark Horse with Katy Perry.
Oh, here we go. Let it go, Frozen. Got that one.
Yeah.
All right, very cool. So these are all the best songs of the year. I love it. Now, the reason we bring this up, Matt, because, as we proceed throughout the month, I think we do these wrap-ups, right, about the best hits of 2014, best movies, best TV shows, all this kind of stuff. The Grammy Awards were mentioned this week here in Los Angeles, and some pretty cool ones. I thought it would be kind of the perfect time to chat about them. Best country album, and I'll admit this is where I actually know everybody in the category.
Okay.
Because I'm that girl. Riser, Dierks Bentley. The Outsiders, Eric Church. 12 Stories, Brandy Clark. Platinum, Miranda Lambert. And The Way I'm Living, Leanne Womack. I make a prediction here that Miranda Lambert probably takes that category.
I'd give it to her.
You love her, don't you? Best pop vocal album, Ghost Stories from Coldplay. Bangers by Miley Cyrus. My Everything, Ariana Grande. Prism, Katy Perry. X, Ed Sheeran. And In the Lonely Hour, Sam Smith. Here's where I start to feel really irrelevant, because Coldplay, I get it. I like them. Miley Cyrus, I liked her when she was still like Billy Ray's daughter. Couldn't tell you much about Ariana Grande. Katy Perry, I like, but I don't know much about this album. Ed Sheeran, I know he's a redhead. That's about it. And I don't even know who Sam Smith is.
I highly doubt it's going to go to Cyrus.
You think so? Who'll go to Coldplay? It's got to go to Coldplay. They're the serious ones of the group.
Coldplay, Ariana Grande, or Katy Perry.
Oh, all right. Best urban contemporary album, Sail Out by Jenny Aiko. Who's that?
Oh, I have no idea.
Beyonce by Beyonce. Isn't that convenient? X by Chris Brown. Wait, Chris Brown's album is called X, and so is Ed Sheeran? Uh-oh.
I wonder if the X stands for Rihanna.
Maybe. Molly is by Molly Music, and Girl by Pharrell Williams. Record of the Year, Fancy, Iggy Azalea, Chandelier from Sia. Stay With Me, Sam Smith, Shake It Off, Taylor Smith, and All About That Bass, Meghan Trainor.
Shake It Off, Taylor Smith.
Taylor Swift, didn't I say that?
You said Smith.
Oh, I meant Swift. Sam Smith was above it. Sorry. There's a lot of S's happening here. Leave me alone, Matt. Best rock song, Ain't It Fun by Paramore. Blue Moon by Beck. Fever, The Black Keys, Give Me Something Good, Ryan Adams. Lazzarato by Jack White. And best new artist, Bastille, Iggy Azalea, Brandy Clark, Haim, and Sam Smith.
Iggy Azalea is probably going to take that one.
Is it just me, or is she a little manly? She kind of looks like the girl in White Chicks,
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
She has a ton of makeup on.
She just is like, look, I love makeup. I always am wearing makeup. It's rare that you catch me without a stitch of it on. I sometimes will sleep in it if I need to look good in the morning. But she is, she's like a little.
She's what?
I don't know. Just looks a little manly. That's all I'm going to say. It's like you can't walk her by like a steam room or something. It's all going to run off. All right, another semi.
Oh, that's terrible.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm waiting to see her Adam's apple pop out or something. It's like, she just looks manly. And take it from someone who, by the way, I'm tall. Like, I wear high heels too. Tall. Okay.
Yeah.
So I will go, there are shoes in my closet that I've stopped wearing because I'm afraid people are going to be looking for my Adam's apple at some point. So I'm just saying, from one tall girl to another, don't be mistaken for a man unless that's your thing.
I think she's part of that big butt thing, along with Kim and J-Lo.
Oh, I didn't even notice. See, she's one of those people that her face is so distracting, I wouldn't even notice what's below it. Not at all. Okay, on that note, come back with more.
I didn't know you look other places.
French kissing, sleeping, and Mark Wahlberg. And Bill Cosby still up ahead. It is what's trending today on CRN Digital Talk Radio.
Are you married? Do you and your husband both have term life insurance? If you both don't, you should. You have a lot to protect. Call now, get a free quote for your husband, and while you're at it, get a quote for yourself too. Because you both need term life insurance. Call now. 800-915-9542. 800-915-9542. 800-915-9542. Rates are at all-time lows. We'll shop over 30 top-rated companies to get you the best possible rates. Term life insurance. It's the perfect way to protect the quality of your family's lifestyle. You and your husband both need term life insurance, so Call now for a free quote for the both of you. 800-915-9542. 800-915-9542. 800-915-9542.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names. Really? They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent.
We're now very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
If you're struggling to find reliable senior living information for your mom or dad, then call or go online to get the free help you need during this turbulent time. Call now, 800-471-5173, 800-471-5173.
If you're struggling to pay or haven't been making your student loan payments, listen carefully to this urgent alert. Have you been out of school for 10 or more years and you're still making your student loan payments? Are your student loans past due or even in default? Can't go back to school because of an old student loan problem? We can help you if you qualify. Your student loans can be taken out of default. We can stop the wage garnishments, stop the collection calls, and stop the seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and see if we can help you reduce your student loan payments. One quick 10-minute call could solve them right now. So call the Student Loan Helpline now. 800-419-2201. 800-419-2201. 800-419-2201. That's 800-419-2201. This is a fee-based document preparation service to help you access free government programs. Call for complete details. Not available in all states.
It's saving season at Lumber Liquidators. This is the time to get the flooring you want at an incredibly low price. Get over 20 styles, including the look of oak, maple, and cherry, all for under $1. You'll pay as much as $2.49 somewhere else. But we've got 12mm Brazilian cherry laminate for just 99 cents. Plus, save even more with incredible closeout prices on solid, pre-finished hardwood and bamboo. And get 18-month special financing on flooring and installation. 'Tis the season for big savings, so visit LumberLiquidators.com to find a store near you.
The showroom at South Point presents a very special Christmas show for the entire family. The Tony Orlando Christmas Show. A story of how Santa has to convince Tony Orlando that Santa Claus is real.
Tony, it's me, Santa.
December 19th through the 21st. Tickets at the box office. Online at SouthPointCasino.com or charge by phone. 702-797-8055. Tony Orlando's Christmas Show at the South Point.
Everything looks right.
Yeah. You feel it, baby? I do too.
Oh, yeah. Donnie D's on my backup. Drug-free, so put that smack up.
Really?
Really. All right. Welcome back. It is What's Trending today on CRN Digital Talk Radio. I'm Jennifer Horn. Brian Whitman out on assignment. Producer Matt with us today. Matt Bassant.
Feeling them good vibrations.
Oh, do I have these good vibrations? This was the thing. This reminds me of my childhood. I'd probably dance my rear end off to this one.
Did you?
To bust forth the rhythm and the rhyme or something. I don't know. All right. So the reason we're doing Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch here is because in my mind, even though he is a serious actor, he's still Marky Mark to me. I grew up with them being Marky Mark and having those Calvin Klein underwear on. That was all him. But actually some serious news. Mark Wahlberg been trending this week on Facebook and on Twitter everywhere, really. He's asking Massachusetts for a pardon for assaults that he committed back in 1988. He was a troubled teen back in Boston, and he said he's dedicated himself to becoming a better person in his adult years so he can be a role model to his children and others.
Wait, what's the statute of limitations?
Well, it's not that he's in any trouble. It's that he wants this expunged from his record.
Okay.
So, and for many reasons, obviously, you have that mark, that marky mark that follows you around all over the place. But he has become a more serious actor. I know a friend. Just let me trip over this name here.
Okay.
Friend of mine taught his children. And said that he was so great, and he goes to church every day, and he is, very involved with his kids' school, helps with all the fundraisers, real active father. So I'm sure he probably has changed his life. Here's what happened back in 1988. He was 16 years old, and he hit a man in the head with a wooden stick while he was trying to steal 2 cases of alcohol. Don't laugh. This is sad. In front of a convenience store near his family's home in Dorchester, which I think is a poor area of the suburbs of Boston. He punched another man in the face while trying to avoid the police. Here's what happened. When police caught him, he had a small amount of pot. He was high on marijuana and narcotics at the time. But the guy that he hit actually lost his sight. He was blinded.
Oh.
So this guy, but I think what he's done is that Marky Mark's been very involved in helping this guy through, money, funding, and all that stuff, helping him actually rebuild his life, and he's taking good care of him, from what I've heard.
He should.
And so, this is tough. Yeah, I believe that everybody can get better and make changes in their life, but it shouldn't probably negate all the bad stuff that you've done. I mean, you kind of have to live with what you've done, but I feel like in Marky Mark's case, he's done a lot to get himself back on the right track, and I think, here's where I would add in the Jennifer Horn spin.
Okay.
I think if his victim says that it's okay, then he can have that expunged from his record. What do you think?
I agree.
He says that having that on his record keeps him from doing other things that he needs to do to help people. So,
well, like what?
Well,
he's
you
got
can't,
enough money; he can go do pretty much whatever he
wants.
wants.
But with a conviction like that, if people do background checks, you wouldn't be involved with some charities and stuff like that.
But really, that was in the 80s.
It doesn't matter, Matt, if it's on your record. This is why young kids listen to Auntie Jen. Don't screw up too much, because it will follow you. And don't post naked pictures on Facebook, because those will follow you too. All right. Not that I know from experience.
I was about to ask.
But Matt knows from experience. All right. Bill Cosby. Very much trending for the last, what is it now? At least a month, maybe more.
Yeah.
The latest this week is that he's canceled his New York tour dates, and this amid even more sexual assault allegations. He was scheduled to perform at the Tarrytown Music Hall twice on Saturday, but the venue announced that he would not go on, noting that ticket holders would be completely refunded.
And from all reports, the stand-up is very good.
Oh, my gosh. I saw him do stand-up.
Is it stand-up or sit down?
He actually sits down for the most part on stage. But, our very own Mike Horn here, who I happen to be related to, he opened for Bill Cosby.
Oh, really?
He did. Well, he introduced him and he talked. He did like a cute little 3-4 minute set, and not necessarily jokes, but just told stories about Bill Cosby and introduced him on stage. And then we got to watch Bill Cosby. And he was probably the funniest person I've ever seen do stand up. Here's the thing, the gauge for me, you make me laugh when you just talk about the funny things that happen every day. I don't want you to put on airs. I don't want you to have to do crazy shock comedy. I want you to talk about the fun in getting, having to do one of his funniest bits is he talks about the prep going up to doing a colonoscopy, which is, that you have to drink the stuff and,
I know.
He had me rolling on the floor. He's doing the gurgling sounds. So he's very funny. So it saddens me that this tour is being cut short and that people won't be exposed to his stand up. But apparently they've been exposed to many other things.
Well,
so
there's
we'll
always
wait for it
YouTube.
to play out.
There's always YouTube.
There is always, and you know what happened? Did I tell you this?
No, what?
Here's why I love Bill Cosby, and I still kind of want to defend him because I think that people jump on when they feel like it's okay to jump on.
Yeah.
Not to downplay any woman that's been abused if there is truth to these allegations. When I met Bill Cosby, I went backstage after this event. He was sitting by himself on a couch in the green room area of this performance center. I was with my dad and Cynthia, his lovely girlfriend, and the three of us walk into the room and we sit down. Bill Cosby pats the couch for me. You come, and he has me sit right next to him on the couch.
Okay. Not creepy at all.
Which I'm freaking out because Bill Cosby's like a hero of mine, right? And so I'm sitting next to him, and the next thing I know, he lays down and his head is actually in my lap. And he's laying down on the couch with his head in my lap. This is true. I'm not making it up.
Totally
And I was kind of
creepy.
like, okay, this is weird that Bill Cosby's head is in my lap. But I kind of liked it. I mean, it was Bill Cosby. I thought, wow, he feels really comfortable. So I don't know. All right.
I kind of liked it.
Maybe I'm not doing any favors.
No, you're not. You're making it worse.
Yeah, I'm just saying he didn't hand me a pill or wine.
So, if I did that, I'd be afraid you would deck me or something. Like, what are you doing?
Maybe I'd like it. Look, I just said that. All right, Bill Cosby also stripped of his honorary title given by the Navy.
It gets worse. He probably put his head in their lap, too.
This is sad. The Navy is revoking Bill Cosby's title of Honorary Chief Petty Officer, saying allegations of sexual abuse made against the comedian are serious and conflict with the Navy's core values. And this was all made in a statement. He enlisted, Bill Cosby was in the Navy in 1956. He served for 4 years as a hospital corpsman before being honorably discharged in 1960. And finally, he is firing back in a small way at the latest rounds of sexual abuse allegations. His attorney, Marty Singer, has finally filed a motion earlier today calling for a dismissal of Judy Hughes' lawsuit regarding an alleged incident that took place at the Playboy Mansion back in 1974. So at least he's starting to fight. My thought is here, Bill, if it's not true, you got to start saying something because nobody wants to be accused of that and not say anything. It is what's trending today on CRN Digital Talk Radio.
You're experiencing pain, back pain, shoulder, elbow, or hand pain, pain from a sports injury. If so, schedule a visit with Dr. Michael Sheps, the leading expert in laser therapy for pain management. Call 310-873-4422 or go to drsheps.com. Experience Epic T, the breakthrough laser therapy system that Dr. Sheps developed to make you pain-free in less time. Laser therapy is a non-invasive, safe, and effective in-office procedure that penetrates deep into your skin without damaging the tissue. It perfectly targets areas of pain to promote fast, natural healing. Relax your muscles, ease muscle spasms, joint stiffness, and arthritis pain while increasing blood circulation. For over 25 years, Dr. Sheps has helped Olympic athletes and sports enthusiasts alike get back in the game. Schedule your visit with Dr. Sheps at his Brentwood office in California. Call 310-873-4422 or visit drsheps.com. That's DRSHEPS.com. 310-873-4422.
When World War I began, America's planes were flimsy and few.
55 planes, I think maybe 4 of them were airworthy. And they had to create an entire branch of the military service from scratch.
The pilots were also kind of green.
Most of the first pilots were drawn from semi-amateur flying clubs.
I'm Aileen Ellis. A new book tells the story of our World War I flying heroes. Based on diaries and letters, it's called The Unsubstantial Heir.
First-hand accounts put you right into the action in the pilot's seat, and you feel as though you're there. Pieces of the machine flew out and fluttered like an exploding skyrocket. Then the red-orange flame appeared, and he fell straight as a stone and went out of sight behind a wood.
The pilots flew without parachutes. That's because it was thought if they could eject, they would be less willing to engage in battle. The Unsubstantial Heir, American Flyers in the First World War, is a gripping account of our first veterans who soared. That's Primetime Focus, brought to you by AARP.
First we started out real cool, taking me places I ain't never been. But now you're getting comfortable, ain't doing no things you do no more. Slowly making me pay for things your money should be handling.
It is what's trending today on CRN Digital Talk Radio. I'm Jennifer Horn. Brian Whitman out on assignment, doing some charitable causes today, working with Toys for Tots and the California Highway Patrol. He'll be back with us next week.
That is one of the coolest things you can do, by the way.
It is really fun. And you know what? During the holiday season, really cool to find a charity that you like. And if you can't afford to give them a little bit of money, just go out and do some work for them. I think that's awesome. And I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. Well, yeah. I'm going to probably go out and do some work for them. I actually volunteer a lot for one of our local rescue missions. And the one that I do some work for has burnt down this year. So I'm going to see what they need. Yeah. They're rebuilding, though. So it's a good one. Good cause.
And he's doing it with the CHP?
California Highway Patrol. That's their big charity is Toys for Tots.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
all right. So Matt, now I know you're into color and style. Yeah, that's funny, isn't it? Pantone. Is it Pantone? Pantone. You know the Color Institute? They're the ones that do all the color. They they're the ones that create the color that then you put into makeup or you put into paint or clothing.
I am thoroughly familiar with them and all their shades of black and dull colors.
Yeah, there you go. Well, Pantone has announced that the 2015 color is ready to be let go to the masses. Are you ready? Should we get a drum roll? Oh, it's Mexican
That's
birthday.
all I have.
Okay. Marsala is the color of the year for 2015. This is like Marsala would be like a wine. That's what Marsala is.
Okay.
So kind of like a terracotta red shade, and it's really pretty, like a dark red. I think you could get behind it because you're kind of like a deep dark dude.
Thank you.
And I like dark red, so I'm for it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So Marsala all the way around.
Are you saying I need more color in my life?
I think that I think you could pull off. I think you could rock the pink.
You're saying I'm bland.
No, I'm just saying that I think you could rock a pink or purple shirt.
A pink shirt?
I think you could. Not every guy can do it, but I think you could.
My biggest fear about wearing pink is that I don't want to look like a flamingo because I'm tall.
Well, I'm not talking about like that kind of pink. I'm talking about like Ryan Seacrest pink.
Oh, what is Ryan Seacrest pink?
I'll show you later. It's Pantone color of the year 2016. It's Seacrest pink. All right, Jenna Bush Hager in the news this week. She's been trending all over the place. Apparently, she's admitted to doing a little hanky-panky, or what she called hanky-panky, on the White House roof. Right?
What? That is like ultimate win right
What's
there.
really funny about this story?
Oh my God.
Is that this girl, I know she's younger than me. She's got to be 26, 27. Oh no, she's 33. Wow. Not much younger than me. I'm just surprised that a 33-year-old uses the term hanky-panky. Usually you have to be on ARP, don't you? Like to say hanky-panky?
Yes.
But
I haven't heard that term in so long.
You know, hey, go for it, Jenna. As a guest on Wednesday night's Bravo, Watch What Happens Live, the former first daughter was asked by a caller if she'd ever fooled around at her dad's workplace, a.k.a. the White House.
Of course.
She was known to be the naughty twin. If you remember, they would kind of go out and have some fun. And she was the naughty one. She's, by the way, if you don't know, Jenna's the blonde and Barbara's got the brown. She's the one that's not as attractive.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember quite well.
Okay, you're creeping me out now. She said, quote, "Listen, a lady never talks." But then she went on to say, you know, maybe there was a little hanky-panky.
I wonder if Bill Cosby ever used that.
But then she said there was like maybe a kiss on the roof. Here's the thing. To me, hanky-panky means horizontal mambo. Hanky-panky is like the full deal.
That's another art one.
If you say, thank you. If you say, like, you know, I made out or something, you kissed on the roof. That's not hanky-panky, Jenna. She was already dating her husband when she was 19 in the White House when her dad became president. So it's not like she was doing anything wrong if she kissed some guy on the roof of the White House.
But from a guy's standpoint, you get to do that with a girl on top of the White House.
I know, it's pretty awesome.
That is ultimate win right there.
A score, especially if you actually belong there. Because, you know, they have a lot of joggers that jog to the White House.
Yeah.
And, like, kissing there would not be as exciting if you were looking over your shoulder. But if you're kissing the president's daughter, score. I think you've done a good job.
As a guy coming from the outside going into the White House and then just doing the, as you say, horizontal mambo, that's an even bigger win.
She did not confess to that. She just said,
of course she
hanky-panky,
did,
which she meant was a kiss.
She did. She
oh,
just
come
didn't
on.
want to admit it.
I think she's a good girl.
I think she did. In my opinion,
I like the Bush girls.
Because I would.
All right. And there's producer Matt. He has spoken. All right, French kissing. Much grosser than you think, but Matt, that's not bad because gross is healthy. Gross, you know, like kale. Kale's kind of gross, but it's really good for you.
Okay.
This is a new study published in this publication. Now, let me get this right. In Microbiome. That's the name of the publication.
Microbiome?
IN Microbiome.
Oh.
It takes a look at what happens when we kiss intimately. And the survey finds that 10 seconds of passion can result in a 10-second French kiss, that's not even worth the price of admission, can result in the transfer of up to 80 million bacteria. That's a lot of germs.
Even the HIV, no?
No, stop it. Dutch researchers examined 21 couples who outlined their kissing behavior via a questionnaire, and then the participants were swabbed and analyzed. And researchers found that couples who reportedly shared no less than 9 intimate kisses daily had shared salivary microbiome data. Now, That's okay because those micro gross germs,
Yeah.
they're actually, if you have enough of them in your gut, that you take probiotics to stay healthy. So even though it sounds gross that you're exchanging germs with somebody,
It's healthy for you.
it's actually good to build up your immune system.
Oh, yeah.
And it's more fun than eating a spoonful of dirt. Sometimes.
Have you ever tried that?
No.
It sucks.
Okay, that's gross. All right, final segment up ahead. We're going to talk Girl Scouts. And, we'll finish things up. We've got Girl Scouts trending and a new challenge that's sweeping Facebook. It is What's Trending Today on CRN Digital Talk Radio.
Kaanapali Beach Hotel, Maui's Hawaiian Hotel.
Located in the heart of Maui's premier resort, Kaanapali Beach Hotel is officially recognized as Hawaii's most Hawaiian hotel and the #1 best value in Hawaii. With a range of accommodations and affordable dining options, this is the ideal setting to turn Hawaiian dreams into lifelong memories. Live Hawaiian entertainment every evening, free year-round children's programs, weekly arts and crafts fairs, welcome breakfast, and departure kukui lei ceremonies add to the value. Swim in the whale-shaped pool, indulge in the fabulous spa and hotel salon. Enjoy Hawaiian hospitality at its best at the Kaanapali Beach Hotel. Call 800-262-8450 or go to kbhmaui.com. That's kbhmaui.com. Aloha.
Kaanapali Beach Hotel, Maui's Hawaiian Hotel.
Do you have unfiled tax returns or owe the IRS or state more than $10,000? If you don't take action now, your tax problem is going to get worse. Much worse. Seizure of property, bank levies, wage garnishments, and potential criminal prosecution. And if you owe the IRS back payroll taxes, chances are you will be visited at your home or business by an IRS agent. Don't become paralyzed by fear. Take action now. Call the experts at U.S. Tax Shield for help. Our team of experienced tax attorneys can get you protected, stop collections, and negotiate a permanent settlement with the IRS and state, potentially saving you thousands of dollars. At U.S. Tax Shield, our tax advisors will review your case for free, inform you of your rights, and give you a guaranteed quote. No games and no tricky upsells. That's why we have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and thousands of satisfied clients. Put an end to your torment. Get protected. Get the Shield. Call U.S. Tax Shield now at 800-211-8753. That's 800-211-8753. 800-211-8753.
Homeowners, now is the season to be thinking about your roof because all it takes is one storm to turn a small roof problem into a major leak. If it's time for a new roof, call Sears at 888-465-9720. You can save $500 if you call right now. Sears licensed fully insured contractors can get your roofing job done right. Just call 888-465-9720. Sears has a variety of shingles and styles that are built for long-lasting performance, and you'll save $500 if you call now. So call Sears for a free in-home consultation at 888-465-9720. Hurry, offer ends soon. Not available in all areas. Installation provided by Sears authorized licensed contractors. License information available upon request. That's Sears Roofing. Call right now and save $500. Call 888-465-9720. 888-465-9720. Call Sears now and get that roof repaired. Call 888-465-9720.
Talk dirty to me.
It is What's Trending Today on CRN Digital Talk Radio. I'm Jennifer Horn. Hanging with me today is my DJ Matt Bizzle, Matt Passance, hanging out and producing the show.
I love that name.
Matt Bizzle, M-Bizzle. Embezzle. I like it too. Gosh, I'm so good.
Oh, don't say embezzle.
It means you're stealing people's ears or something.
I'm going to federal jail now.
All right, Girl Scouts trending this week on social media. Couple of different reasons why. First of all, Matt, what is your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
Oh, Thin Mints.
Thin Mints. Okay, I like those too. The regulars are the Thin Mints. Lemonades, which are just worthless. Who likes those? Peanut butter patties, all about those.
Those are pretty good.
Shortbread, nah, boring.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. I don't even know what those are. caramel delights, peanut butter sandwich, and cranberry citrus crisps. Also Samoas. Where are they on the list?
I was about to say Samoas. Where are they?
Mine is always I kind of go between saying Thin Mints and Samoas are my favorite, but those peppermint patties or the peanut butter patties are pretty good too.
Yeah.
Well, here's the deal. The Girl Scouts would normally charge you $4 a box for those box of 3 cookies that you get inside. I don't think there's very many in there.
Well, you get 2 packages, I think.
Now the price is going up to $5 a box.
What?
This is so that there's more money going back to the troops. I guess last year the troops would earn 71 to 72 cents per package per cookie sold. Now for upcoming sales, which mark your calendar, will begin January 25th, the troops are going to earn roughly $1.05 per package.
I'm all for that one.
Charge more so that the kids can get more. Now, here's what I was really excited about. It was announced that the Girl Scouts would be, for the first time, selling cookies online.
Yeah, I saw that.
Here's the thing. I live in kind of a shady area. I also work in kind of a shady area.
Kind of?
Not a lot of Girl Scouts hanging out selling cookies, and sometimes you want to scratch your itch for a Thin Mint, but you can't because there's no kids around.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, cool, I could go online and order. Well, no. It's not like anybody can go online and order, which I think is so silly. You actually have to be invited by a Girl Scout. So now I'm going to have to go befriend some girl in green to get my Girl Scout cookies.
What was it? I saw...
if you actually, you know what? Let me put out the plea. I'm interrupting.
Okay, no, go
ahead. If
ahead.
any of you out there have a kid selling Girl Scout cookies, call me. I'll hook it up for you. I'll be your Girl Scout cookie seller at CRN Broadcast Center. How about that? I don't even want to keep a piece
have to get
of
them
it.
past me.
I'll sell the cookies for you. So you can just email me at jhorn@crntalk.com or facebook.com/Jennifer Horn Radio. I will sell your cookies. Let me know who you are. Okay, go ahead, Matt.
I read an article that the Dollar General has almost the exact same style of Thin Mints for $1.
Oh, but see, they're not going to be that good.
Oh, I know, but they're copy paste exactly the same.
Really?
Yeah, supposedly.
We'll try them out. You should go find a Dollar General for us.
I've never seen one around here.
All right, from candies to cookies. Okay, remember the Ice Bucket Challenge, which was everywhere on Facebook this last year? Well, now there's a new video. If you've recovered from the Ice Bucket Challenge, the new one is very weird. It's the After 8 Challenge. And it challenges participants to attempt to slide a chocolate down their face and into their mouth without the use of their hands in the quickest time possible.
What?
They are then encouraged to donate money to charity and nominate 3 more people to try and beat their time. So you're timing yourself.
What's the charity this time?
It's the Marina Dalgish Appeal, which is a cause he set up in his wife's honor after she was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2003. So this is a creator, Kenny Dalgish, who sent this up.
Okay.
I would imagine you can either donate to that charity or maybe you can kind of name your own charity as you do the challenge, but it's all going to be based on time to see who can do it faster and who can do it better.
I don't see this one taking off.
No, I don't either. Especially because that's hard. Have you ever tried to move chocolate down your face?
No.
I'm just going to say it's not easy. Just, glad there was no video involved. But should check it out. I'm sure.
God, that's so wrong.
I'm sure a few people will be doing it on Facebook. You'll be able to see it in your news feed coming soon over the next few weeks. That's going to do it for us. Thank you so much, Matt. Excellent job as usual. Brian Whitman, very quiet today, but maybe he'll talk next week when he comes back. Don't forget, you can check us out, facebook.com/Jennifer Horn Radio, or on our website, you can check our replays. You can listen to this show over and over again. We're podcasted at crntalk.com. For Matt Bissons, I'm Jennifer Horn, wishing you a great week, everybody. CRN Digital Talk Radio prides itself on being the station of every situation. And you can listen to us on nearly any platform and device. Download to your iPhone, Android, and BlackBerry episodes of What's Cookin'. And take Master Sommelier Michael Jordan with you to the wine shop so he can help you pick out that perfect bottle of wine.